pocket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he's got it. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, right?
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots, with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
Nick Foles for the extra point.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we've tried to work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Patterson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 30.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A loss of 5 yards.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 34. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Pretty effective opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the touchdown run earlier, and if he pops more of these 10 to 20-yard carries, could be a long game.
Yeah, those types of explosive runs wear down a defense. I think they need to add more people to the box, closer to the line of scrimmage, force them to throw the football, and see if they can slow them down that way.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 35-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd down, Patterson. Patterson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
That's good.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
31-yard line.
Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Here's Patterson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Again, the ball carrier.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. First and 10 right at the 20. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Deep Rick wide. Cam Newton sacked.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bird now ready to return it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31.
Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up third down. Out of the gun, Newton.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Fourth down.
The Patriots send out their punter. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on it for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 38, Trubisky. And now he's going to use his legs. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They run with Patterson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Patterson on the carry.
Another
well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
On 3rd down, Patterson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
That's good.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
10 at the 15-yard.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Oh, nearly picked.
Trubisky's
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Covered by Jason McCourty.
Now Trubisky to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to say. First quarter, we'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Newton to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's Khalil Mack, the all-pro, in there to get him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have...
Oh, and now they're going to fake him. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and yet... To ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A little juke. He completes it right side to White. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
2nd down and goal. Newton, quick hitch, complete. It's White. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. N'Keal Harry there to make the grab, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, it was 4th down, so there was pressure to begin with, and then you make a one-handed catch like that. What a play.
Just when you thought your blood pressure couldn't get any higher after having called for it on 4th down, you see a one-handed catch being attempted. I'm sure it spiked at that point for all the guys on that side of the field, and instead they get a chance to celebrate. What a tremendous catch, bringing it down for the touchdown.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. It's caught outright by Graham. Touchdown, Chicago! Jimmy Graham, 37 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. He's been right.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
43-yard line.
Going on the ground, it's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
1st and 10 at the 28.
1st down, here's White. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Shoves him aside, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
That's good.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
And the Patriots are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Second and goal from the 1. And they will run it with Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The play lost a yard. It's now third and goal.
They'll try to run it in, Michel. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on fourth and goal. The offense is staying out there. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his third touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Trubisky. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The Bears on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
36-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
The ball carried by the running back. A fumble on the
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. On 1st down, Trubisky. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain in this opening half of Super Bowl 55. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Bears 23.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up on 2nd down. It's White.
At the 29-yard line.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Eddie Jackson brought him down.
To throw is Newton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And a loose football. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted.
They'll move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before the break. Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Now Folk for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone.
Bears 23.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. So we've reached halftime here. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Bears on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
James White.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, he'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
Complete.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Newton. He hits White, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
19-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
At the Bears.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And the Patriots are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't it? Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They'll run for it with Michel. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
He may try and run for this. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 8.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up 2nd down. On the ground. This is Michel. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Michel, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They fake the give. Newton. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Running out of the gun with White. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton goes underneath here to White. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, he decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Sony Michel's touchdown scamper that polished the drive off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The drive starts for the completion, left side. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky, and that will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
And 13.
Third and long. It's Newton. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
For the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown. Run. Then the Bears get a bit closer.
The previous play is under review.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Makes the score Patriots 54, Bears 26.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked a field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Patriots take over.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Again, it's Michel, and he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's good.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and the Patriots will get a new set of downs. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn. A gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 45.
They stay on the ground with White. And he is going to lose yardage here.
White, the ball carrier. Khalil Mack.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete right side Asiasi. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run with White. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run with White. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked-off folks on the other sideline now.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
7-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the
throwing once more, it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the Super Bowl.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he loses the football a second time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
46, boys, 46.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first and goal. Trubisky to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Bears are able to make things a bit more respectable.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never would show up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And now running right through him. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Oh, that was one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Now Michelle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
And it's Michelle once again. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense continues to pour it on. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
And his kick is right through. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Trubisky will throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Dietrich Wise there on the stop. Brings up 3rd down.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Newton's going to throw it.
18-yard line.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
They snap it to Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Michelle. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Newton. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He's He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards to pick up there.
At the 22-yard line.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Patriots.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
They'll run forward with Michelle. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Well, I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And the Bears hands team, and now Miller hit, and he fumbles.
The onside kick recovered by the Bears.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.